Hi guys, thank you for joining me once again today. Today I just want to give you guys an update about the Ekweremadu saga. I mean, we can call it a saga now. Since the last video I did, lots of information has come out, lots of new exposés about how Mr. Dr. Ekweremadu, brought this homeless boy. Illegally gave him a passport that claimed that the homeless boy was 21 years of age, whereas the UK government is alleging that the 21 years old boy, in parentheses, is only 15 years old. I actually did see his passports, and if you look at the passport of this young man, of this young boy, he looks quite young, so it's very much possible that this boy is really 15 years old. So we're dealing with some issues here, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share this video. We're dealing with some issues here. One of the issues we're dealing with is human trafficking. So Dr. Ekweremadu and his wife allegedly trafficked a young boy of 15 years old from Nigeria to the UK. Another issue we are dealing with is child abuse, because apparently when the boy was in the UK, the boy wasn't treated well. He slept on a sofa, from the news reports that we are getting, so the boy wasn't treated the way a normal child would be treated. Another thing that the UK government is alleging is slavery acts. That's the act, one of the offenses they want to try Ekweremadu and his wife under. Basically, this modern slavery act means that you took this young boy against his will or without consent from Nigeria as your slave, and you brought him to the UK. That's what slavery means. And then the most heinous of all this of the offenses is obviously organ harvesting. Not only did you involve yourself in human trafficking, in trafficking a minor, in this case a 15-year-old boy. Not only did you abuse him, but you also engaged in slavery, and most importantly, you were about to harvest his organs for your daughter. So as we explained in the first video, his daughter has kidney problems, and his daughter is on dialysis. And as a dad, I can relate to what Ekweremadu is going through. After I made the first video I made, I kind of sat back a bit and began to think about what he as a father is going through, and I found myself in a bind. I was like, I can understand why Ekweremadu did what he did. I can sympathize with him. I can understand as a father the extent you will go through to protect your child. I can understand the extent you will go through to protect the person you love. Because I remember I was telling my wife, I was like, yes, these people that we think are very powerful, they do stupid things sometimes. People that you think are wise and smart are also capable of doing foolish things as well. Foolish things in the sense that, why would you, Ekweremadu, on your own, come in with your wife, hand in hand with a young boy of 15 years old to the UK? This is something that he would have sent one of his boys to do. You don't really need to come in yourself to do it. I'm not saying I'm making excuses for him, of course not. But as a father, I can understand why he himself will be like, he has to come in himself to do it. He can't just delegate this to a personal assistant or an aide. He himself, Ekweremadu, in all his fame and I don't want to use the word glory, but he's a very popular person in Nigeria. He was once fought in line to become Nigeria's president. So you ask yourself, I can sympathize with that, but at the same time, I'm not gonna make excuse for bad behavior. I'm not gonna make excuses for Ekweremadu. I believe he failed not just himself, but he's failed Nigeria as a whole. Since 1997, this man has been in political power. Since I was a child, we've been hearing Ekwerimadu's name all the time. And why didn't Ekweremadu build a world-class hospital or healthcare facility in Enugu State? Why didn't Ekweremadu in the 25 years now he's been in not just any kind of political power, but top political positions? Why hasn't he built at least just one? We're not saying you build 2 or 3. Just build one that in case anything happens to your daughter, in case you want to do a heart transplant, you can take your daughter there. And not just your daughter, any other person that has heart issues. Why not just build one for them? And it tells you how incompetent, how naive, how forgive me for using the word, how evil these guys are. That's you only care about yourself. You're very selfish. You're not going to put the interest of your constituents first. You're only going to put the interest of your daughter, your family members. And like I said again, I sympathize with him as a father. It's a big deal. Your daughter has kidney problems, and perhaps her life depends on getting a new kidney. But we're not gonna begin to pity Ekweremadu the politician. We might pity Ekweremadu the father, and we should. Every dad, if you really love your kids, you're gonna if you put yourself in his position, you would understand why he did what he did. But at the same time, we have to critique and call out Ekweremadu the politician. Ekweremadu the dad or the father did what every father would do. I don't mean by harvesting the organs, or I mean by trying your best to go to any extent to protect or to make sure your daughter has a chance to live. But Ekweremadu the politician, of course, is a failure. And maybe this is just karma, maybe this is just God trying to do justice to him at last. Because if he had built that hospital in Enugu State, he would have gotten away with this. He would have gotten away with harvesting the organs of a young minor. He would have gotten away with a heinous act. So perhaps this is God being like, get a taste of your own medicine. See what other people are going through. Now his life has been turned upside down. One of the issues the UK government is dealing with has to do with jurisdiction. So some of the crimes were committed in Nigeria, right? However, the crime of trafficking was committed both in Nigeria and in the UK. Again, he brought a young boy of 15 years old from Nigeria to the UK. So that's human trafficking. Child abuse, it was done in the UK. Most of it could be argued was done in Nigeria. Slavery, I would say, committed both in Nigeria and also in the UK as well. Organ harvesting, you can't really argue that he really wanted that organ harvesting happened. The organ wasn't really harvested. The organ was about to be harvested, but the organ wasn't, thank God, the organ wasn't eventually harvested. So on the first 3 case charges, you can have Ekweremadu already. You can throw him in jail for years for human trafficking, for child abuse, and for slavery. But for organ harvesting, I don't know what the laws are in the UK around human organ harvesting. It's a bit of a grey area because the act wasn't really committed. The act was about to be committed because apparently what happened was the boy was about to be operated upon, and the hospital, like if you've been to any hospital in any good hospital, they should ask you what is your date of birth. So when the young boy was asked when he was born, he told them that he was 15 years old, or he told them his age is when he was born. And when they calculated, the boy wasn't really 21, and so they couldn't operate on the boy anymore. And to add to the story is the fact that not only did Ekweremadu, apparently what Arise News is reporting that they were about to leave the UK to go to Turkey to acquire another kidney. So these politicians are very, very Machiavellian and evil, that they have a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. So even if the organ in the UK did not work, wow, we can just fly to Turkey and get another organ. This is how evil these guys are. So again, like I said, if you're a father, you can understand why Ekweremadu did what he did. However, we cannot make excuse for bad behavior. You have to face the law. Like, thank God this happened in the UK, where justice is blind. We are going to find out eventually what really happened. The facts are going to be laid down for all of us to see. But again, this was a man that had the opportunity to make the lives of Enugu people better. This is a man that has the money, the wherewithal, the connections to build world-class health facilities, but he never did so. This is a man that, like many other Nigerian politicians, they know what is good for their people. They know that they should build us the best schools, the best hospitals, the best roads, but they wouldn't do that. They send their kids abroad to study. They send their kids abroad for medical checkup. But the common man, the common Nigerian, the average Nigerian man has to deal with ASU strikes, has to deal with a poor healthcare system, and so forth and so on. So time will tell. Let's see what happens, and justice will happen at last. So once again, please guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share this video, and thank you so much for watching, and God bless. Thank you.